Sagittarius, how you doing? So we are here to do your 1st to your 15th of November. Please make sure that you check out the discussion page and also the link below that is in the description for the recommended reader, which is Beauty Soul Tarot. Please make sure that you pay it forward and you go over and say, hi, how you doing? So let's see, let's start. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. From the 1st until the 15th of November. Sagittarius. This came out during the pre-shuffle. So 9 of Wands. So I feel like someone's trying to pinpoint some kind of it's trying to have courage. Is parts of Leo also for me, but trying to have courage in order to go out into society. But I feel like there's some kind of loss that someone feels, an emotional loss, because you've got the Death card as well. So something's trying to transform. Someone's trying to transform the way that they do things, pretty much the way that they've seen, or the way that they've heard. So someone might have heard something of an illness that someone may have as well. But I'm picking up like this is having courage in order to start over again. Once feeling alone is also what I'm feeling, like feeling a feeling of nostalgia and feeling alone, but having to stand on one's own 2 feet again. So it's trying to find some kind of financial or independence of love also. This is also telling someone some news of loss. So if you've just lost a partner or you've lost someone, this is so I'm trying to pick that if this is you or your love interest. There's some kind of I think there's someone's trying to like take the mickey out of somebody for something as well, trying to pinpoint somebody of having courage to stand on your own 2 feet. So it might be a feeling that you're going through where you realise financially that you might have to support someone, okay, but there's a support there, but it seems to be passing. So it's a passing, and then there is also a passing away because you've got the Death card. So it feels like an energy that it is passing, but like an illness. So this could be a friend of a family as well, that someone is passing by. It's like come on by and then pass on by, okay. Let's see. This is very strange. I do have my girlfriend Emily that's sitting in the corner that's smiling.
Alright, bruv.
Alright, bruv. And I've never done a reading before where there's other people around, so we've got to get used to it. So just get used to it, bruv. Let's see, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And it's early, isn't it, Emily?
Yeah, it's fucking early.
It's like after 7 in the morning. 7. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So please give me just a few minutes just to tune in, Sagittarius. Continue on this reading. Thank you. So they go, wow, so you got Tower moment. There's something happening about a move as well. Something's happened at home where, what do you know, someone's passed on by. It's kind of like things are to the point where you know that wherever you're at, you're probably not happy in that, but this could be someone that's around you that's probably suffering through some kind of an awakening as well, as what I'm hearing, like awakening up to the truth, the fact that something's over, because you've got 2 ending cards, 2 major ending cards. So that doesn't have to be bad. It could just mean like, I'm really glad that that's over now, you know, because it can be someone that is trying to find their feet again and that they could have been ill, but this can also be a friend or a family. But someone could have been ill in the family and that it is now over and that they've now found some kind of freedom. Now, if you're in a dynamic at home or you're in a dynamic with someone, there's a lot of chaos. It seems like there's a lot of chaos going on around your environment. There's a lot of environmental feeling is what I'm getting, where things are just coming to the point where people are snapping at one another. It can be like very snappy or quick to judge is also what I'm hearing, being quick to judge. So I'm feeling that that could be you, that people are judging you on something, or it could literally be a court appearance is also what I'm hearing. Something of a dynamic. It's like a dilemma that seems to happen over also a phone call, like a phone call. So it might be someone's waiting on a phone call because they don't know what the outcome is. I'll take that one. Yeah, they're trying not to see something. So you got the Knight of Blades as well. Knight of Blades. So someone's really trying not to notice what the time is. It's like waking up. It's like, I just don't want to witness what this is. I don't want to wake up. So it might be a feeling of like where the energy is really heavy and I don't want to wake up. Because this is an awakening. So this is definitely the rabbit hole. So you've got the Knight of Coins. So this is an idea that you want to go ahead on. But it's kind of like, well, I know that I need to do this idea, but I'm like stuck in the middle with like not doing it. It's kind of like doing it and not doing it. It's kind of like I have to go to work, but I don't want to go to work because what I want to do is something else. There's like something else around you, feeling like there's something else. So this could be another partner that I'm now picking up. That could be there's someone else around you that is moving, because this is moving. So there is it might be like a fear of like you're moving out from a home, like you're moving out, and there could be a grandparent or a parent that is now not wanting to know something. Someone's not wanting to know. It's kind of like I'm not paying attention. It's like I don't want to pay attention to anybody that's causing drama in my life. Because I've got aspirations and dreams of stuff that I want to do and projects that I want to go ahead on. This reading seems to be a very strange one, Sagittarius. It's like I'm not picking up on love at the moment. That's what I'm thinking that could be, is that I'm not picking up, like I've lost my signal, pretty much what's going on with me. Through retrograde, I can't tap in. It's like someone's trying to tap in, but they can't tap in. It's like they're doing too much. It's too much work. Some of it is too much work. It's like I've just lost something to do with my work, and now I can't work, kind of feeling. But spiritually, it's also like I'm can't tap in and I can't see, because this person can't see. It's kind of like I can't see. It's a bit like the blind leading the blind. It's kind of like, okay, so it's a family dynamic. So it's like the blind leading the blind. It's kind of like, well, we're all in it together and we're all still here and we're all still doing the same thing. And we're all know that there's a lot of stuff that's going on, but we're trying not to because we're just living together. It's kind of like, so if this is a relationship, it's kind of like, well, it just seems like you're never here. And that I'm always doing things that I want to do and you're doing things that you want to do, but we're married, or that we're actually together, but it's just kind of like coexisting. You know, it's coexistence. That I'm not picking up on love. It's kind of like it's here, but it's just like coexistence, non-existence. It's like you don't pay attention to me when I want things, or what it is that I want to do when I want to do it, because you're off doing the things that you want to do. And we just seem to be coexisting together. And I think that's a lot to do with also family that seems to be happening as well, where we're all living together, we're all on top of one another, and we just can't seem to like find our feet, so we're just coexisting. Because this person here in this card is paying close attention to what he wants to do, right? She or he. And everyone else is kind of like mocking him for just doing what it is that he wants to do. And he's got a passion for it. And he's probably making a little bit of money from it. But these people are kind of like laughing at him in the background of like saying, really? You just want to sit there and do your car? Or you just want to like concentrate on sports? Or something that you want to do yourself? And he's kind of like, listen, I don't give a shit, bruv. I'm just going to do exactly what I want to do. Right? And you've got that same aspect here. It's kind of like someone's mocking someone for doing what he wants to do to learn to stand on his own 2 feet, he or she, and then starts to take power back, go out into society and start to do it. But it's kind of like a coexistence of someone's like mocking you for what it is that you want to do yourself. So it's kind of telling me that a big family dynamic at the moment is just going around of like, we're just living day to day, day to day. So it might be by paycheck, where it's just day to day, today, today, today. There's something about today. What's the answer today? What are you going to be doing today? How's your mood going to be today? So it might be, this is where I'm going to get in trouble. It might be a woman's cycle, But it could be, right? It could be, what's your mood going to be like today? I think that if you've got like, okay, right, I'm going to be direct now. If you've got like a lot of, well, I don't know, we're not going to separate gender. But if you've got a lot of people in your family that are going through stuff, right, it might be, okay, what's the mood going to be like today? So this could be your children that are kind of going through it as well, okay? Like, well, what's the mood going to be like today? If this is your love partner, I think it's the same. It's kind of like, is it going to be, are you going to be the same? Are you going to be Jackal? Or are you going to be Hyde today? Are you hiding? Someone's playing like hide and seek. Is also what I'm feeling, like hide and seek. It's like 1 minute I'm there, and the next minute I'm not. But it's also like spiritually, it's kind of like 1 minute I'm there, and then the next minute I'm not. It's like I'm finding it very difficult to tune in and find my path. It's like I'm tuning in, but I'm tuning out. Someone's tuning in and tuning out. So some of you could be having dilemma around an actual channel that you want to run, and it's like I'm tuning in, and then they're tuning out, and I'm tuning in, and then I'm tuning out, but it feels like unconscious. Someone could have been knocked unconscious. This is not a future prediction, but I'm just picking up this like 1 minute I'm in, and then the next minute I'm out, and then one. So I think that you could be having an argument with someone, or it's like someone's saying to you, "You're going to have to leave," and then they're saying, and then the next minute they're kind of like, "No, it's all right, you can stay," and you're going through a dilemma with someone where it's like, well, am I staying or am I going, or what am I doing? Am I coming here or are you going there, or are we meeting up or are we not meeting at all? But I think that then some of that is also around a family, where the family member is also like, well, you might as well just get out, and why don't you support yourself? And then you're like, okay, I will do, and then they're kind of like, no, it's okay. You know, it's that feeling of those cards. Because I feel that it happens when you focus. So if some of you are going through something controlling, right, it doesn't mean that they have to be narcissistic, but they could just be controlling, right? That it feels like that when you focus on things that you want to do, you get into a battle with this person where they distract you, and that when they distract you, you then form what I've done through family dynamics as well, and what we all go through and still now, where you focus on what you want to do, and this person wants to know your business, and they're in your business because it's your business. And when it's yours, and it's your baby, pretty much. So it could be your child, but your baby, right? So this is my baby, this is what I like to do, this is how I like to be, and this is how I run my life. And I rule the roosts for some of it, but I run the house, I run things the way I like to run it, okay? And then it's like, okay, well, when you start to run it, and then your mind starts to focus on what you like, the person concentrates on negativity, and they pull you to think about negative stuff, and you stew on it, and then it stops you from doing the things that you want to do. So there's some kind of distraction in the air, is what I'm feeling, Sag. Okay. I think that there's a lot of unnecessary bickering as well that seems to go on. Like it's like I love to hate you kind of erasure kind of feeling, right? But 1 minute I love you, the next minute I hate you. 1 minute I love you, I probably don't hate you, but I just kind of like put out that intention that I do at the specific time, because you do the things that you want to do. But why is it that you want to do? It could be Taurus, right? But you've got Scorpio. You've got a lot of Scorpio energy. Let's continue on. Continue on this reading, please. Sagittarius. I think I'm starting to get into the flow of it. Retrograde, I don't know how retrograde's been with you guys, but it's been, I'm lucky that I've caught up with all my readings and then been getting them done, because my head has been tuning in and tuning out. Thank you. Yeah, look, someone really is trying not to notice something. There's a final notice here, final eviction notice, and a notice of someone that's trying not to take notice of the fact that they've got to do something. It's kind of like you've got to make a decision. And there's people that are fighting in the background, like friends or family, that are kind of at a dispute because someone's trying not to notice that, I don't know, that the bills are picking up, that the workload is stacking up, and it's kind of like, I just don't want to even look at this final notice. There's someone that's got to notice. It's kind of like you probably do notice, but there's like take no notice, like just take no notice of him, or right, or just take no notice of him. It just always cause conflict, or just take no notice of them. So if this is at work and you're working, it's kind of like you're at work, but people are distracting you when you're at work, and you can't continue on what you want to do because there's people that are always in your business. But what you want to do yourself, that doesn't mean that you're doing wrong. It just means karma, really, right? And how difficult is that to go through? But there's definitely something that someone causes a distraction in your field that you need to pay more attention to them than what you are your work. But when you concentrate on your work, it's kind of like they're back again, and it distracts me from feeling the way I do, or I want to. But you've got 9 to 2, which is 9 to 5, which is probably Dolly Parton, but 9 to 2, which is 11. So it's still coming down to both of these cards reflecting the same thing of working 9 to 5 through the clock here, through the clock face, but trying not to notice something because they're covered up. Someone's got a cover up, trying to cover something up. What are you trying to cover up, person? Someone's trying to cover something up, like, because it's kind of like, in a way, right? This person in this card looks stubborn, right? They look stubborn because they're focusing on what they want to do. And you might see your partner as someone that's stubborn because they work a lot, because they work on very hard on perfecting this car, right? But they perfect things because it's kind of like perfection. It's like, why do you have to be so perfect with everything that you're doing? Why do you keep paying so much attention to everything that you want to do, but you're not paying attention to me, right? So you've gone into to me, to you, to me, to you, which is, who's that? Who's that? To me, to you, to me. Chuckle brothers. The Chuckle brothers. It is. So it could be two brothers that are like arguing. Or family members that is like, well, it's to me, it's to you, it's to me. So if you've got different family members, it's kind of like, well, are they with you today or are they with you? Because well, when they come here and we all coexist together, shit goes down and stuff starts going crazy. And you know that I don't like that, but am I getting there? I think sex as well is a bit of a... here we go. Here we go. I think sex is probably a little bit of a... That could be the discussion that's probably a problem. This could be someone that sexually winds you up, right? Because this is a phallic card of someone that does things to themselves, right? So it's kind of like you're teasing and winding me up, right? As well. That could be the performance, because someone puts on a performance through the tower, regardless. It's a show, right? Show and tell. And it's like, well, what are you showing me? What are you telling me? It's kind of like someone might talk, give you like, talk, what do you call, what's the word? Talk sexually to you or something, or some kind of derogative manner. And then it makes you... Well, it winds you up. Or you wind them up or something. But somebody winds somebody up to do with that. Right? And that might even be the fact that you don't like it, or they don't like it, that someone does something in their external appearance, right? And it's out here of how they act around people. And they act a certain way around people, but the way that they act around you is different. And I think that that's, for some of you, not all of you, is this conflict of opinion. It's like a difference of opinion. We have a difference of opinion. Now, if you love your partner and you're in it to win it. But there's something that is going to be triggered off. Because this is, the tower is, you've got the finger on the trigger. It's like you just say one more thing, bruv. And I'm going to tell you the truth, but you're not willing to hear it. It's like, so I'm just going to not tell you, you know. It's kind of like, I'm going to tell you, and I do tell you, and I've told you 1,000 times, and you don't listen. So what's the point in me keep telling you when you just keep going over the same thing? Because this person really is just focusing on just exactly what it is that he wants to do, and everyone's kind of like, oh my God, that's great. And he's like, yeah, I don't really care. Right? Because they're kind of like shocked, but for some of them it feels like they are taking the mick. But there's so much going on in the background also with children where they're all kind of doing what they want, and this person's just like, listen bruv, I just want to cut the garden, I just want to cut the lawn, I just want to wax me motor, I want to wax on and wax off. Someone is Mr. Miyagi up in this business. They are. It's well, it seems to be annoying. Sorry, Sag, I'm not laughing at you, but it seems that it's annoying you a lot. That there's a difference of opinion and there's a difference of things that you like, that this person also likes different things. It's kind of like this person likes sports, right? Sports cars and sports and things that are all shiny, right? Money and stuff is very important to this person. And it's kind of like you're always concentrating on money. It's like money, 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 show me the money kind of feeling. And I think that that's what a lot of you go through, because obviously money is really important, right? Very important. But it seems like a difference of opinion between you and your partner or you and your family members where there's a lot going on. I think I'm going to cut the edges down on these cards to make them a bit smaller. Take the borders out. I just heard I'm just going to trim the hedges. Someone does like to do things around the garden. It's like, I think I'm just going to take the borders out. Like, they're working on a project here, this person. And I feel like they do things around the garden and they do things outside a lot. Like they like sports and they do things outside a lot. Because I just heard I'm going to take the borders out. Like, or borders. They work with something with borders. Borderlines. Continue on this reading, please. And I think that this is two separate energies. This Two of Blades is more to do with like an eviction notice of like, do I move or do I not? Wow. So you've got the Devil. You've got some major cards going on here. Someone's in the black. So I'll pick this up for another reading. Now it doesn't have to be, but like in the black is like, what's that? When you financially, when you can, you what? Bankruptcy, thank you. Yeah, bankruptcy. It's kind of like it's kind of like a business is going down or going under or something. I'm picking up different things for different people. But I just heard like in the black, meaning like, do I admit defeat and bankruptcy in order to be able to start again financially altogether and get rid of everything and admit bankruptcy? Because I feel that whatever this is, there is some kind of like, it's like in the red, right? But because these cards are black, I just heard straight away like I'm in the black, which I'm sure does mean bankruptcy, right? Do I admit defeat? Because there is a lot of money involved in this, like a lot of money, because this Devil card is like a one-way street here in this one. It's kind of like you've got no idea where you're headed. It's like you're going down a one-way street. It don't seem to be coming both ways. Everything seems to come in one way, but it doesn't go out another, so it doesn't seem like there's equality through here. So if this is the relationship factor, it's really telling me that it's like always one way. Everything has to be your way or the highway, but you're constantly forcing yourself down a one-way street, and it's not getting anywhere because you're always concentrated on money. You know, which is, well, for you it's not a bad thing, but this is Capricorn. But it's like someone's also like willing to hand out money free willingly. It's like someone's like, it's like I just give money. Oh dear, it's different approaches. It's like I've give too much away. It's like I've give too much away, or I'm getting everything. There's some kind of winning and losing as well, like through, it might even be going dragged through the court system is now what I'm hearing. Like something might be approaching you that you know that's going to happen, that you don't know what this witness is going to say, because there's a witness to something and you don't know what the witness is going to say, because it's to do with, this could even be drink driving or drugs, or because I'm picking up like something happened around the home as well. Like it could have been a break-in. Because I heard, what's the Netflix thing that's on at the moment again? Heisenberg. Breaking Bad. That's why I had Breaking the Bank. It's like, this is breaking the bank. So it might be like it's breaking the bank and it's great and I'm just receive shitloads of money, right? It can be. But for some of you, I'm also hearing like this is breaking the bank, but this is like breaking bad. Like I'm trying to break bad. It's like you're Michael Jackson, bruv. It's like it's like the good, the bad, and the ugly. Someone's into westerns as well or something, like on the TV. Old Western, the Old West, the Old West, Southwest, London, the Old West, up the Alamo. What? What? But it feels like this relationship, it's kind of like it's breaking the bank. So if you want to move in together because you live miles apart, you're probably going to realise that to be with your partner fully invested in, like, it's like you're either all in or you're all out. Someone could be at Vegas. It's like you're either all in or you're all out. Because I'm hearing like Russian roulette. This person could be Russian. Oh my God. This person could be Russian. No, listen, yeah, sorry. Past memory. But Russian. But it is like Russian roulette. It's like it's like spinning a wheel of like debt to financial freedom or financial debt. It's kind of like someone someone's got a gambling addiction. Someone probably does have a gambling addiction. So you've got quite a few factors, really. For some of you, you're raking it in. But that might be something that you're waiting to receive the money for because something happened bad around the house. And that could be like a claim. Like someone broke into your house here. Is what I'm hearing. Someone broke in. Or broke into the bank. Oh my God, where's this vision going? Someone's a bank robber. Or it's like daylight robbery. It's like, bruv, that is daylight robbery. You're like, I can't afford to move. The rent is too much. Someone's rent is like extremely high, right? And their rent, because I'm looking up here. So, well, listen, I'm looking up here and you're looking at the floor. What are you looking at the floor for? You should be looking up here, right? It's like the 11th floor. It's like the bar. It's like, where's the fucking bar, John? It's like, I ain't got time for this. It's gone on to Pink Floyd. Come on, John, we've got to get on with this. Someone's got to get on with it. And it's like, where's the fucking bar, John? And like, but the bar of alcohol, right, as well. So be careful with that one. Emily. But where's the fucking bar, John? As in, like, the bar of standards of society of where's the fucking bar, John? Like, I can't meet your expectations and I can't meet your standard. Someone's got very high standards and it's kind of like, where's the fucking bar now, John? right up here, bruv. So, well, where are you going? Well, I'm going to work. I can feel this argument brewing over tea, over coffee as well. I think that you get into a lot of dynamics at the moment, maybe. But I'm hearing, for some of you, this is alcohol and things. For some of you, this is like the rent is like due, or the rent is being raised, and it's like, I can't match that. I can't match that. Or it's like, well, I can match that, and this person's like, well, I can't match that. You know, it's kind of like, well, catch this, bruv. You know, well, I can't match that. Well, I can match it. Well, where's your match then, bruv? Because there's some kind of like fire match. It's like someone's just going to burn it. Burn out at work. It's like the workload is just too much. You're always at work. I can't match. Oh, sorry, that's when an empath starts to... I mean, this would be a marriage, right? Well, would it? I don't know. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at myself. It's like, if this is a marriage and it's been going on for a while, then obviously you love the person and you're just like going through periods because you've got a lot of family together and you're with your partner and there's dynamics, right? Because there's a lot of work and there's a lot of things going on at home and you don't know whether you're coming or you're going. There's that aspect, okay? If you're like dating or wanting to date, I'm not even picking that up. I'm picking this up as like, this is your part. So, okay, for some of you, this is your actual partner, and this is just stuff that you're going through, right? For some of you, this is all just to do with friends and family, this card here. This would be just with people that you're living with, that you might be single, and that you want to concentrate, or you might not even be concentrating on that, and this person just distracts you because you're at work. One more card. Shit, even I'm getting all flustered. Someone's getting flustered. Someone's got to take a giant leap for mankind, bruv. They've got to jump that river. There's many rivers to cross, but someone's getting cross. So you got the Page of Wands. This is also phallic stuff. Page of Wands and the Tower is a lot to do with derogative winding up as well. It's like now you've turned into Keith. Like, wind it up. Right? From Prodigy. Prodigy. Wind it up. Wind your neck in, bruv. Someone was going to say wind your neck in. Wind your neck in. Why am I hearing that one? Neck in. Oh, well, I'm not going down your sex life. Sorry, but I'm not. But there is something phallic that some people are going on. That's not everybody. But it's kind of like this idea, it comes and it goes. It's kind of like, it's here now. This Page of Wands is here now. It might be a child for some of you, right? Or a friend here, right? And they distract you whilst you're earning money. Or a family member distracts you whilst you're earning your crust and while you're concentrating on ideas of what you want to earn money. This energy is something that runs around really quickly, right? But if this is like, oh God, I'm also hearing like a sexually transmitted disease. It's sorry, because we know different people. I am picking that up, that is some kind of something, okay, to do with that. Because this can be anything, right, in that field. No. I hate having these messages and then having to say that. That's not for everybody. But I am picking that is some kind of like, now it might not be a sexually transmitted disease, okay, that could literally be that could be like someone has an illness, okay, like has an illness, but that can be an addiction to work, but that can also be like a sex addiction for some. But that could be something that is in the family that goes through genetics, and it could be spreading. But that could mean that that's news that's being spread across the internet and things that's being spread about people or things, and someone doesn't like the fact that it's to do with the internet. Because it's like, I'm hearing like, start spreading the news. Because this is start spreading the news, right? Start telling people, right, that we're moving, or that we're some people, it starts spreading the news that we're moving because we've now got the money in order to move, and that we've now got everything that we need and that we want and we desire, and you can now come as quick as you want, right? But that is also like, it's done, it's okay. No, I'm not saying that one. No. It's kind of like, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Patreon, guys. That's what we're going to do. But there is definitely phallic stuff here that I'm picking up that I don't want to say because that's people's personal lives, man. But, you know, people come here to... people come here to get messages, and then when I hear them, it's just like you have to give that messages over to people. But that's your life, Sagittarius. It's not my business, you know. But I can feel that there's tension around sexual stuff as well for some people, that it's a wind up. It's like a wind up merchant, but it's like very passionate for the person. But it there's something that's around that kind of thing. Because you've got the death card as well, the tower, the devil. Because it feels like this is a complete burden that someone has to carry. Because if you're going through something very controlling and narcissistic, this Nine of Wands is parts of PTSD and learning to find your feet again, and learning to walk again and stand on your own 1-2 feet after something very traumatic, right? So thank you, Spirit. I forgot that one. So there's something that's going on very traumatic with the family, or with a family member, or with someone that's going on very traumatic for them to come to terms with, and that they're finding it hard to actually come to terms with it. That this is 9 is a completion. So it's not ended yet, but it's completed. So it's like trying to complete work. Trying to get to work, trying to go to work, can't, don't want to, for some. It's also trying to find your feet again of something that's happening very traumatic around the home life as well, for other family members or children. Where it's like, I'm working 9 to 5, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, career woman, like independent woman, career woman, but also some partner feeling. Okay, guys, so we're going to go over to Patreon so I can then just start to really get into the reading. So we're going to clarify, we're going to draw some more cards and then clarify it with another deck and go under each and individual card, and sometimes can break those down to say whether that's that person, your person, and then give you all these stories as well, and then draw it all around to one conclusion of bringing it into one story. Okay, so we look at work, finances, love, dynamics that might be going on, things that you might want to know about. Is it yes or no? You know, that kind of thing. So we look into that, and that will be over on Patreon, guys. It's nearly 0808, so it's don't like that one. But yeah, so it will be over on Patreon. You can find the link below, guys. You can also join Tier 1 or Tier 2. Please make sure that you check out Beauty Soul Tarot, which is in the description box below, and you can find all the links to my new channel as well. That is called Everything, and we will be doing different videos over there at some point when I get some equipment through. We're going to do some weird stuff, so if you want to join that, you can join over there, and you can find that link as well as Twitter, Reddit, all that kind of stuff too. If you want a personal reading, the link is below for an email that you can reach out to me as well. But this reading will be found, like all the rest, over on Patreon, that you have access to all of them. Okay, guys? Okay, I shall hopefully see you over there, and we're going to see what's going to happen. All right, Sagittarius, thanks very much. See you soon.